So basically, GOPTA is old wine in new bottle. It's a structure. It's a combination of three things. I'm saying that if you GOPTA is goals oriented, positive thinking, and actions. Three things. So goals orientation, and I have my own definition because there are too many things for success. I have identified these three things on which you cannot afford to be even 99%. That is the experience of my life.
Correct.
Goals orientation, if you are goals oriented, your every thought, every action, every time you dash and pattern is towards achieving your goals. And every moment you start asking a question to yourself, whatever I am doing right now, whether it is most appropriate usage of my time or not. So this is goals orientation because it gives you direction and you utilize your time in goals oriented manner, right?
Hello everyone, I am Jitendra Singh, banker turned entrepreneur and author of the book Tech Mastering the Art of Selling. I welcome you to read my story where I interview authors, speakers, coaches, celebrities, entrepreneurs and more. Today I have with me Dr. Sanjay Kumar Agarwal. He is widely recognized as the time and goal guru, is a growth accelerator coach, GOPTA NLP Master Trainer, TEDx Speaker and esteemed author. He is dedicated to helping individuals unleash their potential, guiding them to embrace a goal-oriented mindset, enhance their communicative intelligence, and learn effective strategies to achieve their desired outcomes more rapidly. With over 25 years of experience in the Government of India Ministry of Finance, he made the remarkable decision to leave his job and empower people to overcome limiting beliefs, regain control of their lives, and achieve success through improved communication and success modeling. At the core of his teaching lies the revolutionary concept of GOPTA, which installs a goal-oriented mindset and fosters a positive outlook while taking consistent action towards one's objective. Combining the growth model with the science of NLP, Neuro-Linguistic Programming, and the communicative intelligence techniques, Dr. Agarwal developed the groundbreaking GOPTA NLP Framework for ultimate personal and professional growth. As the founder of the International GOPTA NLP Academy, he organizes the prestigious International NLP Confex for business excellence, focusing on themes such as NLP in education and NLP in sales. Dr. Agarwal conducts specialized workshops such as Grow with Goals, Teachers are Shapers, Convert More Clients, Achieve Your Goals, Murder Procrastination, and Influencing Communications. In addition to personalized mentoring sessions and one-on-one coaching, his current focus is on conducting workshops globally, spanning countries like India, USA, Canada, Singapore, Vietnam, Malaysia, Dubai, Europe, Australia, New Zealand, and Mauritius, either through invitation or online sessions. He has authored several best-selling books, including How to Add 1,000 Productive Hours a Year to Your Life, On the Time Management and Goal Achievement, Sleep, It's a Body Repair Time, Murder Procrastination, and Teachers are Shapers. So today he will be discussing with us about his life journey. So let us hear from him. Welcome, sir. Platform is open and now over to you.
Thank you. Thank you, Jiten, for inviting me. And it's a wonderful experience, wonderful feeling to be with you and with your audience. And I will do my best to add value to your audience life. Yeah, over to you.
Sure, sir. It would be pleasure for us to learn something from people like you have huge experiences. So it's always a pleasure to have such people. And today I think would be a wonderful session because you would be sharing not only your experience, but the program which you have developed, out of which you can share some good learnings for all of us. So looking forward to it. First thing, sir, I'd like to know from you is like, how did your past life has affected the person you always wanted to be in your life and what you are?
Oh, thank you. That's a great question. In fact, past life has two parts. One part is from birth to till the age of about 25. That was my education. My education was I'm MCom in post-graduation in commerce. I did it from Lucknow University in 1987. And second part is my professional life. So my earlier professional life, I joined as Inspector of Customs and Central Excise in Ministry of Finance in 1991, February 1991. And I stayed there for 26 years. And I took VRS in December 2016 to follow my passion to help people grow in their personal and professional lives. So there are two parts. And yes, you're right. These two parts influence my present, because if today I am a professional speaker and I speak globally, so those two parts influence that. First part, my education, because at that time also I was focusing on goals and time management. These were my favorite topics, favorite subjects. And during my job, during my career with Ministry of Finance, I was a speaker in the National Academy of Customs, Excise and Narcotics. So I took more than 100 sessions there. So that helped me to learn how to connect with people, how to address their queries, how to connect with their minds, with their brains, what they are thinking, what are their apprehensions, what they want out of life, right? So that is important, and that helped me a lot in converting into a professional speaker, a trainer and coach.
Right. That's really wonderful. Like, you divided your life in two phases, and learning from both is really immense, because when we are a student, so our thought processes are entirely different. So we look forward to establish a career. Once we are in career, then there are so many things which we follow, like office, home, work, bosses, so many things. And managing all of them is really tough. And time management is one thing which can help in that. Time management and managing your own self could be one thing. So, sir, if I talk about things you are passionate about in your life, so what are those things?
Right now, my passion is helping people grow in their personal and professional lives, because I always believe that your own growth is to a certain extent only. There are various human needs, and growth and contribution are top needs. We all know. That is not a theory, that we all experience. So first you fulfill your needs, and then you fulfill the need of growth, and then you fulfill need of contribution. So once you achieve all those things which are at the lower ladders, to meet out your expenses and your satisfactions, whatever you want to achieve in life, whatever you want to buy, whatever you want to have, whatever, right? Then you look for growth, and then you look for contribution. So today my passion is, I took VRS to follow my passion, to help people grow, right? Because my job was, that was a wonderful job. Nobody leaves that. I took VRS 11 years in advance. So my passion drove me like anything, because I want to help people grow in their personal and professional lives. So whatever I can do, I'm not God, right? Whatever I can do, whatever I have learned from life, from my personal life and from my professional life, first phase of life, second phase of life, whatever I have learned, I share that.
Right. So that's really important, because that is the experience you have gained, you have learned throughout the life. And definitely people who are going through that phase, that experience could be really like immense for them. It can help them to succeed further, because you rightly pointed out there are stages when people grow in their life, and there is a point where they feel like stagnant. So there, the help and experience from the mentors like you can really help to understand like what are the blocks which we have at that stage, which can help us to move further if we remove them. So that's really wonderful one. So, so now if I talk about your work and experiences, like you've worked with the Ministry of Finance. So what was your job role there? What you were doing there? And how you got into this journey now as a trainer, as a coach, author, speaker? So how you got into this?
Okay, great question. In fact, as I took a big decision to leave my job prematurely, to take VRS prematurely, that was a big decision.
Right.
So I was enjoying my professional life. I was highly successful in my office. I got Best Inspector Award in 1999, and I got Best Superintendent Award in 2008. So that was very fulfilling, and that was very good life, a successful life as an official. But in fact, as you know, as I already said, I was not contributing to anyone. If you are being recognized as a very good performer, that means only one thing. You say, yes, give me work, I will do more work. expect quality from me, I will deliver quality. Only one thing, right? So that's why you are recognized as a performer, but you are not contributing to someone. So as I already said, once you start getting the things you want in life, next human need of growth and contribution start compelling you to take some decisions to help people in a way or other. Everybody, almost everybody is helping other people in one way or other way, right? Some choose it consciously, some choose it unconsciously. That is unconscious, because everybody is helping other people, everybody.
Right.
So I took this decision, to conscious decision to take VRS and create a structure how I can deliver whatever I have learned from life, right? How I can create a structure and give it to other people so that they can benefit. Because I always believe, Jiten bhai, I always believe that everyone, including you and me, right? Everyone has more potential than he has unlocked so far. And there is a gap, and that gap has to be bridged. That gap has to be bridged. And there must be someone who can help people to bridge that gap. I also had the gap. I also have a gap even today, right? Every one of us has that gap. Even today, I have more potential than I am playing at. Right. So there is a gap. So I need some mentor. Other people need some mentors. Right. So it's a flow. I get mentoring from my mentors and I provide mentoring to my coaches. Right. It's a flow because everyone has more potential than he has unlocked. So
correct.
So this is the thing. This is I am bridging that gap. Right.
Supporting, mentoring, and supporting.
I'm doing my part. It's a very small part because it's an ocean. Everyone needs mentoring. Everyone, right? So it's an ocean. So I'm playing my small part.
Not a small part, I would say, but it is really an important part because, like you mentioned, and I also said this, that when we are in our career, whether like corporate career or maybe we have chosen to be an entrepreneur, business person, or professional. So you rightly pointed out, we grow in life to some stage. And after that stage, we can do many things, but we feel like we are stagnant there. We are not able to move further. So there we always need a coach, guide who can help and support us, who can show the way that this is the things if you implement in your life, or this is the course if you do in your life, you can succeed further next 4 or 5 ladders maybe.
Yes.
So that can be a game changer thing, but people don't understand this, and I feel like this is really important. And once we have a right mindset, right mindset for our own self, and a right guru, right coach, right guide, so that can create magic in our life.
Yes, absolutely true.
So on to this further, sir, for next 5 to 10 years from now, if I talk about your goals, your vision and mission, so what is the thing you want to add up here? What you want to do next?
Okay. So my vision is that everyone in the country become a lifelong learner.
Sure.
Because since childhood, I am a lifelong learner. And I believe that if someone, I take a very small example. I have written it in my book also, How to Add 1000 Productive Hours Here to Your Life. Suppose a person reads a book 15-20 minutes a day, just 15-20 minutes a day. So he will be reading 2 books a month. In 15 days, he will finish 1 book.
Correct.
2 books a month, 24 in a year. And in 10 years, he will read 240 books. And suppose you are that person. So you will not read only one topic, goals, time management, success. You will not read.
Yes.
You will read some biographies, autobiographies. You will read politics, international politics, justice, whatever. You will read everything. Imagine what will be the difference between your mental standard and the mental standard of other person who has not read those 240 books over a period of 10 years. Correct. Just a small habit of 15-20 minutes reading per day. That will make the difference, because I would say that Almighty God has given us 2 things in common, and that is equal to everyone at the time of our birth. One is 24 hours a day time. That is equal. Right. Even for all human beings, whatever level they are born, whatever families they belong to. And second is an empty slate, brain, empty slate. Whatever we learn through life, right? So how we use our time and how we use our brain, how we nurture, how we inculcate, how we develop this brain, these 2 things, this is the difference which makes the difference between highly successful people and mediocre people. I believe so. Right. So we have to work very cautiously on these 2 things. How we use our time and how we utilize our brains. Correct.
That's really important, because the thing, time, which is limited. So you cannot you cannot buy time. Whatever you do, how much wealth you have, but you cannot buy time.
Yeah. So my answer to your question is that I want to play my part to make people a lifelong learner. I'm launching a learning movement this very year. That's my dream project. I'm working on that dream project since last 4 or 5 years.
Great,
so
sir.
we will launch it on the 2nd of October. So that will create a lifelong learning habit. So my product will not be a program. My product will be habit, right? So I will offer habit. And we are creating a platform where people will come and take the learning. There is a lot of learning. So we are designing some unique platform. So right now I can't share much about that because that is something new in the industry. Nowhere in the world that is happening. So when we will launch it, I will definitely tell you and your audience.
Right. We will meet again soon and we will talk about that further, how it can help and support people. So onto it further, looking forward to it. So sir, if I talk about the most important life lessons you have learned from your personal and professional journey so far, so what are those 2-3 learnings you have?
My biggest learning is that whether you are in job or in business or in profession or in training, coaching, mentoring.
Right.
My learning is that real game is in intent. Whatever you are doing, whether you are doing in job or you are doing business, or lots of trainers are there. So what is the difference between a good trainer and a not so good trainer? The difference is not in content, right? A successful trainer is not successful because of his content.
Correct.
A successful trainer is successful because of his intent and because of his structure, how he delivers, how he communicates, right? What he wants to communicate, whether it lands in the mind of the audience or not, right? What structure he has created. So the real difference is in the intent, right?
Correct.
So we have to focus on intent. That is my biggest life lesson. If whatever you are doing, your intent must be clear. And if that intent is good, if that intent is pious, you want to serve, you will become successful in whatever you are doing, even if you are in job.
Right.
Yeah,
True.
that is my biggest lesson.
Right, sir. Any further learnings?
This biggest learning, and one learning is that everyone has to become a lifelong learner. This is my lesson from life, because life is a series of experiences joined together, right? So what happens when you get an experience? When you interact with the environment, you get an experience. So if you want to enhance the quality of life, you have to enhance the quality of experience. And if you want to enhance the quality of experience, you have to work upon yourself and your quality of interaction with the environment, because you cannot change the environment. You can only change yourself, and you can only change your interaction style, right? So for changing these two things, you have to become a lifelong learner. You have to become a growth mindset person. Always improving, always looking at yourself whether I am better than yesterday. That's it.
Correct. And you rightly pointed out, learning is the thing which keeps us active also. And also it leads to growth, because when we learn, we have a mindset of growing. So that is one important thing which I have also learned in last 10-15 years. Because when I started my career for first 5-6 years, I was not at all doing any kind of learning, any courses. I think 2-3 years. Then I realized the importance of learning, and I enrolled myself for any course which was happening in the organization at my level. So there were courses related to like time management, team leadership, or maybe team building. So whatever courses were there at my role, I enrolled myself on each of the courses, and every 3 to 4 months I was attending those programs. But other people were not attending. They were reluctant to attend those programs. They were like, if they were nominated, they were like, yeah, why should we go for this program? We already know these things. What is the use of it? So that made a game changer. Like I continuously started learning, and that helped me to open up, to think beyond what I was doing. So I was able to think like, I can do these things, I can do that business, or maybe I can communicate in this way. I can write emails better by doing those programs. So that really helped me. So really wonderful, sir. You have shared so many wonderful things so far. Now I'm coming on to the core theme of your work, what you are working on. So how you're working on GOPTA NLP Framework. So how it is emphasizing on goal orientation thinking, which help individuals accelerate their growth and achieve their desired outcomes.
Wonderful. Thanks. This question is very close to my heart, actually. GOPTA NLP Framework. Actually, GOPTA NLP framework is fusion of my concept GOPTA, that is a growth model. I will share about that later, with Neuro-Linguistic Programming. GOPTA with Neuro-Linguistic Programming and a mass influencing framework. There are three things. So GOPTA is a growth model. I will share about that, Abhi. NLP, as you know, NLP is the study of how we use the language of the mind to achieve our desired outcomes.
Right.
And NLP is the study of excellence. It is the study of what works and what works well, especially for you. Right. So it's a growth model. It's a model of unlocking excellence. It is a model of modeling excellence from others as well as from self. Right. And mass influencing framework is 11 pillars. There are 11 pillars of enriching communication. So I have created those pillars. That is mass influencing framework. So basically, GOPTA is old wine in new bottle. It's a structure. It's a combination of three things. I'm saying that GOPTA is goals oriented, positive thinking and actions. Three things. So goals orientation, and I have my own definition because there are too many things for success. I have identified these three things on which you cannot afford to be even 99%. That is the experience of my life.
Correct.
Goals orientation, if you are goals oriented, your every thought, every action, every time utilization pattern is towards achieving your goals. And every moment you start asking a question to yourself, whatever I am doing right now, whether it is most appropriate usage of my time or not. So this is goals orientation because it gives you direction and you utilize your time in goals oriented manner, right? Second is positive thinking. Old definition of positive thinking is that you must have positive values, positive beliefs, and positive all these things. And that is right. That is right. I'm not saying that is incorrect. My definition is that you protect your self-image. You protect your self-image. You don't allow anybody else to tell you what you are capable of doing, what you are not capable of doing.
Correct.
Especially in India, we are suffering from this syndrome to a very large extent. People are ready to pull all our four legs, two physical and two mental. They are ready, consciously or unconsciously. Even our well-wishers pull our legs down unconsciously.
True.
Right. So my definition of positive thinking is you protect your self-image always. Be confident, be courageous, do whatever you want to do, follow your passion and protect your self-image. You don't allow anyone else to tell you what you are capable of doing, what you are not capable of doing. And the most drastic change is in the definition of actions under the definition of GOPTA. Old definition is lage raho jab tak safalta na mil jaye. Keep on doing till you succeed, right? Old definition is this. Sure. And that is right. That is right. I'm not saying that is wrong, right? That is right. But my definition is that you have to work upon yourself in 5 distinct areas. And what are those 5 areas? Goals-oriented skills. You must acquire goals-oriented skills. Second is goals-oriented habits.
Right.
You must have goals-oriented habits, right? Third is goals-oriented values and belief system. Whether your values and your belief system is aligned with your goals, whatever you want to achieve, your values and belief system is aligned to that or not. Fourth is nurturing goals-oriented relationships. And fifth is goals-oriented time utilization patterns. Everything goals-oriented, right? As I said earlier as well, if you are goals-oriented, your every thought, every action, every time utilization pattern is towards achieving your goals. And every moment you start asking a question to yourself, whatever I am doing right now, whether it is most appropriate usage of my time or not. Whatever we both are doing right now, we have to ask whether it is most appropriate usage of our time or not. So what I am doing right now, I am nurturing goals-oriented relationship.
Right.
This interview is going me to take somewhere, right? It will create something for you. It will create something for me. So we are not wasting our time, right? So every moment we have to inculcate this habit to ask a question to ourselves, whatever I am doing right now, whether it is appropriate usage of my time. That is the complete framework of GOPTA.
So I think 2 to 3 minutes, you have explained this concept really wonderfully. I think if people see this section and try to understand how they can implement this in their life, would be really wonderful for them to adopt and to change their life meaningfully, not only normally, but meaningfully, and it will impact heavily. And I would definitely keep on watching this section again and again to make my learning in a positive way, and I would implement them in my life as well. So I'm committing you that I would also follow these things that will help me as well.
Right.
Thank you so much for sharing, sir. And now moving on to the next one.
Yeah.
You have spoken about your various programs. On to this further, do please explain how your workshops and mentoring sessions such as Grow with Goals, Teachers are Shapers contribute to empowering individual and enhancing their communication skill and success mindset.
Okay. In fact, there are various benefits of GOPTA NLP framework, right? First, biggest benefit is that it gives you goals orientation. You get well-formed outcomes. Well-formed outcomes is even higher concept than goals, right? You create something which is very special, which is very close to your heart, whatever you want to achieve, right? That is well-formed outcome. Second benefit is you have control over time utilization patterns. If you learn GOPTA, if you possess that GOPTA mindset, you have control over time utilization patterns. Third benefit is you have enriched communication. We all want that whatever with whom we connect.
Right.
मतलब मैं इसको अगर कहूँ कि हम सब चाहते हैं कि जिससे भी बात करें, बातचीत हमारे हिसाब से आगे बढ़े, लेकिन हम अपनी बात को दूसरे के दिमाग में ठीक से लैंड नहीं करा पाते, जिसकी वजह से पर्सनल और प्रोफेशनल लाइफ में रिश्तों में दरारें आती हैं। चाहे हम अपने स्पाउस से बात कर रहे हो, पेरेंट्स से, इन लॉज से, बच्चों से, या प्रोफेशनल लाइफ में अपने बॉस से, कुलीग से, सबऑर्डिनेट से, बाहर से, सप्लायर से, प्रोस्पेक्ट से, क्लाइंट से, रिश्तों में दरारें आती हैं।
Correct.
So if you work upon your communications, you get enriched communications, right? You get empowering and resourceful values and belief system, and you get congruence among values, identity, and purpose. I do one session VIPC, value, identity, and purpose के बीच में congruence स्थापित करने वाला session. So I have done it for more than 100 people, and not even a single person was there. Very successful people, but not even a single person was there who knew about his values, identity, and purpose. What identity he is trying to create, what are his values, and what is his ultimate purpose. Not even a single person was there. What to talk about congruence among them. सामंजस्य की तो बात ही बात की है, जब आपको यही नहीं पता कि आपकी वैल्यू, आइडेंटिटी, पर्पस क्या है, राइट? सो दिस you get enriched relationships in personal and professional lives. You move from compulsive and reactive living to conscious and responsive living. So there are various benefits. I can't summarize in 1 or 2 minutes. There are various benefits because it is a way of life. It's a way of living. It is a way of thinking, right? Because everything is mindset. Everything. Because this is the difference which makes the difference between highly successful people and mediocre people. I always say this is my firm belief, and I think you will agree with that.
True.
Mindset is the real thing.
Correct. Right mindset, if you have, you can do like whatever you do, you would do great in that. And you rightly pointed out that the like problem arising in any kind of relationship is due to like communication missouts on two ways. I also believe that if you are understanding what other person is saying, then you are on right track. And if you are able to communicate well, that other person can also understand what you are saying, then that is right communication. But which is the problem actually? We block ourselves to receive, and we communicate in a way that other person cannot understand, or maybe is unable to understand, or we are not able to like make them understand in a simple way. So there the problem arises, because everybody has their own style of understanding things.
True. Everybody has his own, because this is called internal representation system in NLP. Right. Everybody has his own map of the world. Everybody has his own meaning making mechanism, right? Correct. And that is different person to person.
For example, if I take example of my two kids, one is daughter, one is son. And if I have to communicate with them, like I cannot communicate same thing, same manner to both of them.
True.
Because they have different mindset, they have different seeking pattern of information. So really like difficult to follow same path with both of them. Right, sir. Now I'm coming back to you again. If I talk about you as an person, are you an introvert or an extrovert kind of a person while meeting people or facing larger audiences? And what do you think plus or minus of the same is?
Great question. The answer is that this is the only area where I am confused in life, whether I am introvert or extrovert. When I am alone, I am a pure introvert, right? Because I go deep within. When I am in public, when I am interacting with people, I am an extrovert, right? Because you cannot say that any person is always introvert, any person is always extrovert. Correct. These two are part of your personality, right? Sometimes, basically, where is your locus of control? So when you are interacting with other people, I am fully open. I am interacting with you, with your audience, I am open, right? Nothing shyness, nothing, no hesitation. I don't want to conceal anything. I am open, right? But when I am alone, so I am completely within myself. So there are benefits. We cannot say that introverts are better or extroverts are better. I always believe that everyone has both these in his personality. And at times, if you possess anything which is not serving you, right? Suppose you are an extrovert and it is not serving you, you have to change.
Correct.
If you are an introvert and it is not serving you, you have to change.
Definitely.
If it is serving you, then good. Right?
Depend
So
on
you have to
situation.
observe. Yeah. So you have to observe whether it is serving you or not. So for me, being introvert and extrovert both at the same time, it is serving me. So I'm happy with that.
Correct. And that also really important is when you are in some situation, you need to see you should be introvert or an extrovert. For example, if I'm learning, I'm in a classroom or maybe any training or coaching program I'm attending. And if I being vocal there, disturbing others, that would not create value to me or others. That will be kind of a problem to everybody because they would not be able to concentrate. So in that situation, I have to be introvert. I have to seek whatever is coming. I have to learn. So I need to be an introvert. And when I'm allowed to speak, I'm allowed to share my thoughts, views, then I should be extrovert to share whatever I have in mind, whatever I have learned from that situation, that program, that training program, the learners, the colleagues. So that ways, it is really important, like you rightly said, being in situation, you need to understand how to react. So that is important. So you have a long career with government, and that too, you've been like connecting with so many people, and also your personal and professional journey throughout till this point. So I'm asking from there, like what kind of support you got, how you got support, who are the people supported you the most?
In fact, as everyone, I also get my biggest support from my family, because when you go out, if you find yourself in the center, so when you go out from this center, the nearest people are your family members, right?
Correct.
So I am so much lucky that I get full support from my family, my wife, my children, and my elder brother. He is my lifeline. So whatever, I owe a lot to him, to his support since childhood. He's 4.5 years elder to me, and but he is a fatherly figure for me. So he has supported me a lot when I was a kid, and during my whole journey, and during taking that decision, that big decision to leave that very good job to follow the passion. Right at that time, I was not knowing that how much I will grow. Right, I had only one thing, my intent with me. Because I always believe that whatever game anyone plays, whether in job or in business or in profession or in training and mentoring coaching, the real difference is in intent, right? So that I knew that I had some intent to deliver, but I was not knowing what levels I will achieve. Later life unfolded itself, right?
Correct.
So these people supported me, my family, my elder brother, and I did not took much recourse to the departmental people, and I did not expect any support from them. I did not expect any support from those industry connections which I had during my job, because I had some big connections, but I did not turn towards them that invite me for workshops or something. I did not use this because when I left the job, I started from scratch. And this support was enough, and the real support is from my participants, because when they get some real benefits, so they support. They give some good testimonials, they give some good referrals, and they don't give referrals only. Referral is that when they refer a person to me and I have to convert him, they bring finally converted person, that this person is joining your program.
Right.
And that is a big support.
Because you created value in someone's life. That is the reason they are referring you. Otherwise, nobody refers people.
God is great. And the real game, as I always say, that the real game is in intent. And whether you support from the universe, I am so much blessed that I feel that I am so much blessed that I feel support from the universe and Almighty. Abundance of support beyond words. I cannot tell you in words. I cannot explain in words. That support I get from the universe at times.
Correct. Really wonderful one. And I must say, when you put your whole effort, like your heart, soul, mind, everything in place, and you support people, that thing reciprocate itself on. Like you just do your work, but people also start to support you. So once the first ownership lies on you, how you support others, and gradually you will also get support from others. So that way life happens. Now it's a very important question. You motivate people, you mentor people. Now on to you, like how you get your motivation and inspiration from.
from my life purpose. I have some life purpose, as everyone has. Some people have identified their life purpose, some have not. I have identified, I believe so. I don't know whether that is the final life purpose which I have identified so far. Don't know. But whatever that is, that drives me. Look, that is something personal, can't be shared. But my life purpose define me. And the crux is contribute.
Correct.
And that drives me, because there is nothing else, because money cannot drive you, recognition cannot drive you, because that I have seen in my life already.
That is momentarily, actually.
So now the highest human need, which is growth and contribution, that drives me,
Right.
motivates me.
And you rightly pointed out one thing, purpose of life. That is really important thing. That is a game changer for everybody's life. But the thing happens is, when we are growing, we don't understand what is the purpose behind our life. So what we want to do in life that way. So we keep initially that our purpose should be to earn good amount of money so that we can satisfy our needs, we can satisfy our family needs. So that way, so once we start to get more money, then we are kind of in a way that we feel like now we are satisfied. Now what more? What should be the next purpose? So I also believe that purpose keeps on changing till until the time you find your real purpose. Once you got your real purpose, then the life is entirely different.
True.
So now, sir, if I talk about success, which you have also spoken about a few minutes back. So what is your take on success? What do you feel about success?
Success is a word which is one of the most talked about words across the globe, right? And every definition, every connotation of success is correct. My connotation is, and that is not mine exactly, this I took from Zig Ziglar, and I pondered a lot upon this. He says that maintaining a reasonable balance among different walks of life is true meaning of success.
Right.
Because if you are successful in one area of your life and a failure in another area, that is not success, right?
Correct.
That is not fulfillment. If you are living a fulfilled life is when you have a balance among different walks of life, and you are living a fulfilled life with which you are satisfied. If you are contributing, you are satisfied. That is success. And success is one more thing: absence of failure. And my connotation of failure is, if you are an underperformer in comparison to your own true potential, that is another name of failure.
Correct.
So you cannot be an underperformer in comparison to your own true potential. If your true potential is this and you are playing as this, you are an underperformer, and that is a crime. Then you are not successful. Whatever successful you are not successful if you are underperformer. So we have to do two things. One is doing our best to unlock our true potential so that we are not underperformer, right? We realize our true potential. And second thing is maintain a reasonable balance among different
Right.
ways of life.
Really important. And you rightly pointed out. So if I'm working greatly on my finances, I'm good at money, I'm a millionaire or a billionaire, but I'm not having good health. So no point calling myself successful, or I'm not having relationships. So no point calling me a successful person. So there are so many things in life, and I also should be spiritually balanced. I should be like supporting in a way that I'm supporting other people who need my support, my help. If I'm not doing that, then also I'm not successful. So I should be socially available to people who are in need. So that is also one thing. Now, the most important thing and last question, any message or advice you would like to share with our viewers and listeners?
Well, this is the question which is very much close to my heart. So my one and only advice is become a lifelong learner and work upon yourself, because you have to work upon your dream. No one else is going to work upon your dream is given to yourself, to nobody else, right? For example, if my daughter is doing some course, so she is working on her dream.
Right.
I am providing the resources. I am creating an environment, being a father, but I am not pursuing her dream. She is pursuing her dream, right? So everyone has to pursue his dream. Follow your dream, follow your passion, and protect your self-image. Always be goals-oriented. And if I repeat in 1 minute before we leave, I give you GOPTA mindset once again in 1 minute. Always be goals-oriented, because if you are goals-oriented, your every thought, every action, every time utilization pattern is towards achieving your goals. And if you possess positive thinking, you protect your self-image. You don't allow anybody else to tell you what you are capable of doing, what you are not capable of doing. And if you take actions under the definition of GOPTA, you work upon yourself in 5 distinct areas: goals-oriented skills, goals-oriented habits, goals-oriented values and belief system, goals-oriented relationship nurturing, and goals-oriented time utilization patterns. So follow your passion, follow your dreams, do work upon yourself, and grow ahead in life and support other people. That's my message.
So just amazing. I must say the discussion we had was really amazing one. I really enjoyed the session, and I wish we could have continued this further 1 to 2 hours more. That would be like really a learning session today. And I was really amazed to hear from you about the GOPTA method and techniques what you are using to educate, support your learners. And also there are so many programs which you are working, and you have shared some of the glimpses from that program also, and some of the learning as well. So that would really be a wonderful thing. And if anyone goes through this entire interview, there are so many learnings today, and definitely the person can learn your program in a short span of 15-20 minutes, I would say. That would be really a wonderful one. And you have summarized very well your program, and I am looking forward to attend myself as well, probably in conference. Looking forward to it, and I really enjoyed the conversation we had today. Looking forward to hear more from your side soon again once you launch your program. So we would definitely be connecting again once your program is live. So looking forward to it as well. Thank you so very much, sir, for your time. It was wonderful having you here today.
Thank you, Jiten, for calling me here. Thank you. And thank you, audience, for watching me and listening me. Thank you.
Sir, I will also share your social media link along with the interview so that people can be in touch with you, take your help, guidance, attend your program as well. So guys, don't forget to check that out too. Thank you so very much everyone for watching and listening. I hope you all must have gathered a lot of information and enjoyed watching it. Lots of learning today. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe. Have a good time. Thank you and bye-bye.